The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is taken from the book of Micah. With shepherd's crook, lead your people to pasture, the flock that is your heritage, living confined in a forest with meadowland all around. Let them graze in Bashan and Gilead, as in the days of old, as in the days when you came out of Egypt. Grant us to see wonders. What God can compare with you for pardoning guilt and for overlooking crime? He does not harbor anger forever, since he delights in showing faithful love. Once more have pity on us. Tread down our faults. Throw all our sins to the bottom of the sea. Grant Jacob your faithfulness and Abraham your faithful love, as you swore to our ancestors from days of long ago. And our response is taken from Psalm 103. Bless Yahweh, my soul. From the depths of my being, his holy name. Bless Yahweh, my soul. Never forget all his acts of kindness. He forgives all your offenses, cures all your diseases. He redeems your life from the abyss, crowns you with faithful love and tenderness. His indignation does not last forever, nor his resentment remain for all time. He does not treat us as our sins deserve, nor repay us as befits our offenses. As the height of heaven above earth, so strong is his faithful love for those who fear him. As the distance of east from west, so far from us does he put our faults. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. The tax collectors and sinners, however, were all crowding round to listen to Jesus. And the Pharisees and scribes complained, saying, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." So he told them this parable. Then he said, there was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, let me have the share of the estate that will come to me." So the father divided the property between them. A few days later, the younger son got together everything he had and left for a distant country where he squandered his money on a life of debauchery. When he had spent it all, that country experienced a severe famine, and now he began to feel the pinch. So he hired himself out to one of the local inhabitants who put him on his farm to feed the pigs. And he would willingly have filled himself with the husks the pigs were eating. But no one would let him have them. Then he came to his senses and said, "How many of my father's hired men have all the food they want and more? And here am I, dying of hunger. I will leave this place and go to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired men.' So he left the place and went back to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was moved with pity. He ran to the boy, clasped him in his arms, and kissed him. Then his son said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring out the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the calf we've been fattening and kill it. We will celebrate by having a feast, because this son of mine was dead and has come back to life. He was lost and is found.' And they began to celebrate. Now the elder son was out in the fields, and on his way back, as he drew near the house, he could hear music and dancing. Calling one of the servants, he asked what it was all about. The servant told him, 'Your brother has come, and your father has killed the calf we had been fattening, because he has gotten him back, safe and sound.' He was angry then and refused to go in. And his father came out and began to urge him to come in. But he retorted to his father, "All these years I have slaved for you and never once disobeyed any order of yours. Yet you never offered me so much as a kid for me to celebrate with my friends. But for this son of yours, when he comes back after swallowing up your property, he and his loose women, you kill the calf we had been fattening." The father said, "My son, you are with me always, and all I have is yours. But it was only right we should celebrate and rejoice, because your brother here was dead and has come to life. He was lost and is found." The Gospel of the Lord.